We're live on a Tuesday, a Mars day, the day that God gives us strength. Hey, we have some new people. Welcome, newbies. I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker. There's a man walking around in his underwear. Sorry, saw that on. I see you, fuckhead. They weren't plain colored. They had shapes and fucking designs on them. What are you talking about? I don't know. There's some apartments over here, and he was on his balcony in his underwear. I watched him walk back in. It had nothing to do with me being a psychic, medium, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I mean, I am a whole child of God laughing at him in his underwear. I am the first child of God. I am the LILITH reincarnated, and today is Tuesday. In order to keep up with me, you would have to catch what I posted in my video last night because I mentioned all this bullshit, and I woke up to his bullshit. Kobe does it, dude. Kobe's like, get up. It's time to fight this motherfucker. Fight the power. He has no power, and that's what he was bitching about. Oh, God. What a loser. This is, okay, for new people, what do? I point out the losers in society and tell you not to be like them. Typically, they're celebrities, the people you're already trying to be like. Tell you not to be like them. You wanna be like Mike. Archangel Michael is who you want to be with. What's that? Truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. That sword he carries is the truth. These guys is full of shit. They're so full of lies. Russ shared this shit, which I'm sure Mike's gonna share, and so is fucking Allie when they wake up, because, you know, they all on his dick. He reposted, tweet and retweet, and then delete, motherfucker. He posted this shit about, I don't know, let me think. Something about, like I said, that there's no art in what's being created anymore. He didn't say that. He tried to say that there is art, but nobody cares about the art. They just care about who's creating it. And he goes on and he plays victim, and this is what he does when he releases music and it doesn't do what he wants. He's a victim to the charts. Mike likes to do it all the time. They just like to point out the negative obvious, how they're losing. That's all that means, bro. Every artist, Kanye, I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. This is a dead conversation. You're whining for your ancestors. Now, I did say yesterday that I gave Marshall Mathers the blueprint, not Eminem. Eminem's useless. He's nothing but a raging rapper. There's a difference in these motherfucking egos, these personalities of his. I gave Eminem the keys to the fucking kingdom so he could stop this, so that you guys wouldn't be competing. Okay? Now, the whole point of it is like, it's just a competition to be heard. Who can say the most clever shit to these kids to make it big so you got some clout? What you're saying is nothing more than wordplay. You're actually not telling anything. Well, I mean, you are. You're telling on yourself and how weak of a human being you are. You know what I mean? But in the essence, this guy is coming out bitching because, like every album, nobody wants to hear what you're talking about because they have plenty to listen to. It's a smorgasbord. We choose what we want to hear, and we don't vibrate on your low frequency. So he gets mad about it. He says that people don't honor the art. There's no art. You know what I mean? It's oversaturation is what it is. He's the one that started this. He told everyone. That's how he made it big. Oversaturating. Fucking a song a week for however long. Who's doing that now? That would be Mike, his biggest fan, and fucking Allie. And yet, all three of them run around not getting any gain and complaining. I told you it didn't work for him. How's it going to work for you? And then it talks about, he says that, he repeats it, retweets it. You know what I mean? Has to take the time to retweet someone else's words. Is that they care who's making it, not what's being made. And that's him begging for attention. He wants to be one of those elite people that people care about what they're doing. Nobody cares. And you're not creating any type of art. Every one of your fucking songs is clout, exactly what you posted, trying to get people's attention by the things that you've bought or done with your life. But all you buy and do is the same shit as celebrities. You want celebrity status, bro. You're competing with real celebrities. Going back to the rest of you punk-ass artists that are trying to make it big. You're doing this for clout. You're doing it for money. You're doing it for recognition. You're doing it for fame, fortune, success. You're doing it to prove your mom wrong, to fucking, to show off to your homies. You have nothing to say. You're coming from a hurt place and you want people to hear how hurt you are. That's all music is your feelings, an expression of feelings. Go back to all of Russ's albums. There's no feeling in this. This is all clout and money and fucking, you know what I mean, recognition and attention-seeking behaviors in every single one of his songs. If you go back, now we all know what really happened. We all know what happened with that second video, and that's it. You just watch them, bro. Just sit back and watch this. So he comes out with this song for his girlfriend, April 7th, and he pretends like, you know, it's her birthday and he's spoiling her and he loves her so much. Come to find out, he flew her out there so they could make a video for the next song. The whole fucking video is nothing but him with alcohol. Again, after saying that he don't do that type of shit. He's a fucking lie. He will tell you anything. Go back to his devil song, The Dirt. Go back to that song. I'm not going to let the devil put me in the dirt. Bitch, you're 10 feet under the dirt right now. I just want to show you, and they project. He acts like he's a victim to the fucking music industry when he's always trying to fight it. Get out of it. You don't have a place in it. You can't find your place. You're unhappy in the industry. You're not making it work for you. Get out. You can't change it. You don't have the power. You're not a voice that anybody listens to. Neither could Kanye. Neither could Prince. Neither could any of them. You're not them. You never will be. Because you never said anything that actually resonated with society. Only people that resonate with you are children that have the same low mentality as you. Listen to what you say. It's all about clout. How could you possibly share this without expecting someone to jump you for it? Your whole career is about clout. Your whole relationship with your parents are about clout. Your whole fucking relationship with your friends. You don't have any friends. You try to make friends out of clout. You can't wait to take a picture. Let's go look back at you. Guys, go watch the cringe video of him trying to, you know, look at Nicki Minaj's body behavior. Like, God, why do I got to talk to him? And look at him pouring it out like a salesperson. Oh, I really love you, and you're so inspiring, and you're so this, and you're so this, and I'm so glad I got to meet you. Bitch. Bitch. And that was him, you know, go back to Santiago. He goes over and, oh, I can't believe I made a song with Dr. Dre. Bitch. I'm making songs with fucking Will Smith. I got to open for Ed Sheeran. Shut up. That's all he's doing, bro. He wants to be you. He wants to be you. He wants to work as hard as you doing the same job. This is to the rest of you, bro. You're not going to get no fucking... You're not going to get no pat on the back for being a regular worker. Do your job. You know what I mean? Do an honest day's work, get an honest day's pay, and go home. That's to all of you. That goes back to money, you know, money hungry hoe on fucking Sunday. And the money hungry hoe on Monday. Bitch, you want more than what you deserve. You're so fucking entitled. I felt it yesterday in my video. I felt him get all depressed and turn into that. I felt it. It hit him. He has nothing else to give you to make you like him. It's over. He has to release the album. This is as good as he got. He thought... he thought... he gave you something that was going to make him famous. That was going to make him hit the charts. That's what he says. Number one. It's an anthem. It's a slapper. This is going to be that summer jam. They never are. Then you got songs like Handsomer. The money makes me handsomer. They don't like you. The money makes you handsomer. So then you make all these songs about you and your money and how you spend it. My love language is Apple Pay. I love to give my cash away. Nobody feels that way. Nobody's a fucking pimp. Nobody's getting hoed out like that. That's not cute. Rappers have been trying to say that since the beginning, that they're fucking powerful because they blow money on hoes. And their moms. Your mom was your first hoe, bro. Your mom's the reason you don't know how to treat women. Your mom taught you how to treat women. All of you. All of you. You have this distorted relationship with your mother, and it shows with the relationship you have with your wife and your children. Ta-da. Hey, NF, where's your mom? She's dead? Lucky her. In the essence of, she didn't have to live long enough to see you turn into what you turned into. When you guys were children and your parents looked upon your face, they never thought you would turn into such a disgrace. Luckily, most of them, and that's what Achilles, he lived long enough not to watch his son fall. You know what I mean? Thank God. Thank God they didn't see what you truly became. They should have swallowed you if they knew that. What are you doing out here in your grown age? Competing with kids, trying to be important, trying to have attention. Boo-hoo, childhood trauma. Your fucked up dad and your fucked up mama created all this motherfucking drama that you're out here begging on the fucking internet for attention. Mike Stud does it all the time too. Tries to tell you how he created a new platform because the industry is robbing artists. You know what's funny, bro? All the artists that are making it don't say shit about it. They're not getting robbed. It's all of you that try to have more control over the situation, that try to control the music industry, not realizing you're in a controlled fucking environment. You don't hear Drake talking about it. I mean, he got up there and told you not to worry about the Grammys, that shit ain't real. But you don't hear any of these other people that are on the radio complaining that this shit don't work. They did the work and it worked. Now, if you want to be an independent artist, you're not going to get into an industry as independent. You're not really going to shine like that. You're going to have to work like Marshall that fucking hard and still not be welcomed in. It's just how it is. You can't break the system and you can't complain about it. Don't get a job and then complain about the company. Don't work for it. You're the idiot that tries to show up every day trying to be impressive. I just had to point that out. It's like, he wants you to recognize his art, but it's not art. He's literally doing it for clout, recognition, and a couple of coins. He's not saying shit, bro. He never was. Ever. There's no real feeling in that. I told you, he's a narcissist. I don't believe he has feelings. I think they're completely turned off when that would be, you know what I mean? Align with me and my twin flames is disassociation to the fullest. You know what I mean? For him to deny it, that's fine. Whatever. He's trying to tell you that he's in love. How can he be in love if he's never been... You know what I mean? How can he... That's the highest level of feelings. You can't go to the light until you feel all your darkness. He's a liar. 150,000%. He doesn't know the definition of love because he's never been loved, so you can't tell me he's in love. He thinks spending money on someone is love. That's what his mother taught him. How is a person like this going to teach us anything using music? Music is just an outlet for your fucking self-expression. You're expressing yourself as a desperate boy that wants attention and will say anything to get it. You don't even have a genre of music. Are you a rapper? No. What are you? And that's what it is you want people to see you for what you are, but you're not nothing. You're not established in anything. And the example is, if you were a rapper, you wouldn't be saying shit like this. You'd be content. You'd be proud of your you know what I mean, your status. But you're not. Which means you're just as fucking lame as I thought you were, not being on the radio and shit. But for the rest of you, it's like, you want to get to a place where people, you know what I mean, respect you. But where's that place? Why should we respect you when there's everyone else does what you do? You do it better. You do it differently. And that's what he wants. He wants you to think that he does it authentically. You're not authentic, bro. Dropping names, jumping on planes, and all of this bullshit. There's nothing authentic about it. You're a typical rapper that raps about material fucking shit and hoes. You're not talking about anything, bro. Not nothing. You never have. You talk about your mom. Your lack of fucking finances and how you got it, and now you're a big guy on campus. But the only way you can do that is by keep fucking selling. Because, these little songs that you're putting out aren't fucking making all that money that you're putting out. That's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't gonna do it. You had to put up all that money for fucking ticket sales. Nobody's buying tickets to this bullshit, bro. You gotta pay real artists like Big Sean and that other chick. You gotta pay them to party with you. Nobody's paying you for this. This is all you begging. You're not making money off this. You're putting out money for what? recognition, fame, fortune, attention. You're not getting any of it, bro. How much is it worth? You spent 3 weeks signing albums in hopes of what? You were going to sell more than last year? If this album doesn't sell more than your 41,000 units last year, then you've gotten no better. And even then, he said that they raped him for, 10,000 units. If you don't do better than 50,000 units, then you got no better in the last 2 years. That means you didn't heal. You didn't develop your skills any better, bro. All these schemes that you put out to try to get this album out 2 months, 3 months before it released, you were going to use these songs and everybody's going to buy it and da-da-da-da-da-da, and you're going to hit the Billboard charts. It's not happening. And he knew it yesterday when he got home and his hands hurting because he's been fucking signing, you know what I mean? Fucking sitting there like a slave. Signing fucking, you know what I mean? Signing fucking thousands and thousands of fucking... They just bought it for your signature. They didn't buy it for the songs. They're already streaming the songs. They bought it for your signature, bro. And again, if you don't sell more than Santiago, you got no better. If you can't do better than a childhood trauma album, then what are you? Because that's all that album was. You call it an excavation. It was a shadow. It's you and your shadows. This album, you said, was taking the journey back, getting back on the ride, getting back on your feet. It doesn't look like you're getting back on your feet so well. You still have all the poor behaviors. In Santiago, you said you weren't going to let any of this shit. You were cleaning all this shit. You were getting rid of all this shit. You didn't need this validation from other people. You didn't need alcohol. You didn't need material things. But in every fucking song, you're using people's names for validation, alcohol, and talking about all your material things. Nobody's buying your lies, Russ. You think if you change the words that it's not a lie. You gave yourself up. I don't know why God is doing this, dude. He's making it so simple this week. They are literally showing you, in their words, they're absolute fucking liars. They are telling me, screenshots and you, I'm a liar. Right? So we start with fucking Sophie on fucking Sunday. Then we got Nevia on fucking Monday. No, we had fucking Oscar on fucking Saturday. Talking about, no, I'm not the ego and I'm not this. You're a fucking flat ass lie. You can't even edit this video. If I would have lied that hard, I would have started over. You didn't care. You thought they were dumb enough not to catch it. That you're a whole ass fucking lie. Same with her. She thought I was dumb enough not to know that she was lying about the price of the parts. You think I'm dumb enough not to see that you're lying about who you are. And why you make music. Why does Allie make music? To get a girl? To get money. That's why you do this. For money, power, and success. And then you complain that nobody wants to hear your shit. With those kind of intentions, you're not going to win. That's not a winning mentality. That's desperation, insecurities, and fears. There's no foundation on that, bro. You'll do anything for attention. I'll do anything. Yes, I'll do anything. Oh, I'll do anything. Anything for you. That would be Annie. That's a musical. It was a movie about a story, about a life, and she sang about it, and that's what your music is supposed to be about, but all you're doing is running your motherfucking mouth. On a Tuesday. It's a little too early. I mean, it was too early at 4 o'clock in the morning. Fucking Kobe said, look at this shit. They can't stand you. The world can't. And you just be begging to be liked. This is Lucifer at its worst. I mean it. There's no such thing as the devil. The whole Lucifer act, bro. You guys did not know what Lucifer, how he fell and how desperate he was to get back in the graces. He couldn't get in God's graces, so he had to beg man. He had to be a ruler over man. Why? That's it. You either follow the fucking rules at home or go find your own way to live. It's how God is. And that's what happened with Adam and Eve and all of the fallen. You don't want to fucking follow the rules, dude, then go wherever you go, break the rules somewhere else. And then you get out there and it's, you know, lawless. Godless. And that's what it is. You turn from God's love to go get man's love, but man's love is fake. There's no real love. It's so beyond temporary. They'll give you attention, but not love. Why are humans like that? It comes from their parents. Their parents gave them attention, but not love. So they give you attention, but not love. Because they never got it. They can't give you something that, you know, and they're always looking for what's next. They're children. They can't keep, you know, their focus on anything. They're looking for the next cool thing. You're not it. And that's exactly what he shared. And that's the truth. We sit there scrolling, looking for what we want. You're not what we want. But you will do anything to be what we want. That's not you. You're not being you. You're just shape-shifting into what people want, but they don't want it. And that's why you and your girlfriend are the best at, you know, you guys attract. Because you're the same energy, the same desperate energy, bro. Like attracts like. You have that same desperate fucking mentality. Desperate, bro. You'll put anything on the internet to get somebody's attention, bro. I'm seeing that gross video that you did where you like, you're sitting there trying to do a, what'd you call, some kind of kink? You're trying to do some dirty video to get people, you know, to go viral. You're filth, bro. It's not kink. It's sus. These are money-hungry hoe habits. And he always does. Every time. Watch. Wait for it. Quote me now. Quote me now. Or you can watch how he did it with Santiago. He did it right. He did it in his stories right after he dropped that little fucking rap song. You gotta admit, people aren't. You're gonna have to accept that people aren't always gonna like you. And accept it. Quit projecting it and quit begging them. Quit running polls. Quit running fucking. You know what I mean? Let's see what the people like. Come vote. They don't like you. The only ones that do are the ones that love you. But that's got to be good enough for you. I told you this already. You want somebody else's status. And because you don't honor your status and have, you know what I mean, gratitude for it, you're going to lose your status chasing someone else's. And that's just the way it is. You want their fans, but you don't have their skills. That's not how this works. You can't pretend to be someone else to get people to like you. They're going to realize you're not that person, and they're really not going to like you. And this goes back to the music industry. Why do people want to make music? Because they want to be cool. Why did I make music? Because I wanted to tell stories. I wanted to show people. I had no intentions to make money out of it, never wanted a Grammy, never saw any of that. I wanted to tell my story and the story of women like me, because there was never music for women like me. There's never been women like me in music that could tell these stories. There's women on the outside. There's women that try to tell stories. You know, there's songwriters that give their stories to these people. But that's not these women. I had something to tell. Going back to Marshall, he had something to show. He wanted to show people he could be a rapper. He still wants to show you every day how he's the best. What is the difference between his mentality and yours and the new artists to become? They're not artists. You're not creating art. It's garbage. Russell, you take your fucking songs from somebody else's art. You don't have a producer. You sample other people's music and use drum kits to fill in the blanks. Blank man. You're a thief and a liar and a cheat. Going back to your song with Melly. You stole that song. You stole that from fucking Baby Bash. Anything good you have is stolen, dude. Going back to fucking, Gimme Love. Let me show you how I made this song. I took this Indian song. I took a sample from this Indian song. And that's what it is. You take pieces of everybody else's work and try to make it work for you, but it doesn't. You hear the greatness in others and you want it to be yours. And that's what you were doing, and begging in front of fucking Nicki Minaj. Oh, you're so great. I'd love to work with you. And then, and you're such. And then you posted this bullshit that everybody should be trying to aspire to be like her. And the next thing we know, you're setting your girlfriend out there to be an artist, talking about she's got talent. You literally said in her comments on her last song that was your favorite piece of work that she's done. It did nothing. It was garbage. Her moaning and whining, just like you. Is that the noises you make in the bedroom? You guys just... That's what you do. You guys sit on the internet as fucking haters, imitators, and duplicators. All day, looking at how cool everybody is and how you're going to try to be cool like them today. You're not energy harvesting. You're just dressing up. It's gross. It's not even a sexy dress up like fucking Louis. Hey, Louis, I love you. Talked about you and you just came in like he came in like a wrecking ball. I love you, Louis. And then there's Louis, bro. On God, bro. Louis is the most famous, bro. Well, I mean, kind of. Him and Marshall were kind of over there in the 40s, with their fucking 40 million billion people. But the thing is Louis is famous to countries, bro. And it's not just his winning. You got to understand. They listen to his words. You guys remember Kobe was a winner. I know his words. You know what I mean? You guys think of Louis as a winner. I know his words. We resonate with the words, right? That's it. He stands for something. It's not his driving. He stands for more than that car. And that's why they don't mind putting him in any car. Someone like you wants to put on any car, any shirt, and act like you're part of the brand. I'm seeing Yeezys. I mean, happened to Halston. And that's what happened. There's no art in your music because there never was. You were just trying to show somebody something. Use your words to, you know what I mean? To be heard. But you weren't talking about anything. That goes back to you, Mr. Mathers. That last song was that's horrendous. You could have gave that to your daughters, your family, separately. You wanted to pour your heart out for what? Sympathy, forgiveness, all of that. For who? You know what I mean? You wanted people to feel sorry for you in that song. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you. Paul, being the wonderful manager that he is, you can't make me think that he was letting you just get high, that he wasn't fighting you. You were his cash cow, and if something happened to you, everything was gonna be ruined. It was his job. It is his job to make sure that you're protected, bro. It's his livelihood, and everybody's food on the plate it depends on the fact that you fucking produce some fucking music, bro, that you're making money, bitch. In the essence, it's not just his job, because he was a friend too, but it was everything. He invested everything in you at that point. You were his most important artist. He wasn't going to let you die. But that's how selfish you were. You can't tell me he wasn't telling you to get your life together, bro, to start caring about your family, to stop doing things. You can't tell me that. And if so, if you were around, and that's what it goes back to. The same hoes that let you fucking kill your life are your best bros that you won't leave in life. You guys hold each other down. Going back to Royce. What do you guys share? Hate and addiction. That's what your friendships are based on. Rejection and addiction and fucking, you know what I mean? Humiliation and trying to prove yourselves. A little group of you, you know what I mean? You Detroit rappers from the underground, from the basement, had to show the world that you were worth something. But then when they gave you something, what'd you do with it? Nothing, bro. You stayed in your little dirt-ass town and didn't do anything. That's what it is. You guys beg for power, but once it's given to you, you still have... It was useless. You did nothing with it. You did it for your own... You never were thinking about the underdog. You just felt like an underdog, and you wanted that shit so you could persecute others. You know what I mean? That's what it all is about. You didn't come out of your towns. You didn't put nobody up, nothing. It was all about trying to get yourself up. And in doing it, putting everyone else around you down. You're known for that. All you Detroit rappers. All rappers in general. You got to put someone down to put yourself up. Bro, you're fucking low. That's some low shit. Rap wasn't about that before. And then we came out with what? Marshall started the diss rap. All that is fucking crying in someone's face, trying to, you know what I mean, trying to hurt somebody's feelings with words. That's not music, bro. And now look at us. You gave a fucking Grammy to this bitch for dissing a good guy. He deserves a Grammy for that. And that's the truth. And even Kanye said it. Who the fuck sings a fucking Kendrick Lamar song other than that one? Other than bitch be humble. I mean, these are just common things you should be saying, but what's the rest of the words to any of your songs? Nah, bro. We know all of Drake's songs. He's been riding with us. He's been writing the music to our lives for decades. And you guys gave it to him for some what? Some acts of hate on Juneteenth? Oh my God, Becky. And where did it start? Dude, look at it. It started with people like fucking Marshall. Greatest in the world. He showed people to be a great rapper was to destroy other rappers with your words. To tear them down using personal facts and shit. And he did it so well that when he didn't do it on this album, this guy got the Grammy. You bred this into the fucking new generation, bro. And they all do it, talking shit about other rappers. I'm not against rap. I'm not against rappers. That's why the game's got to calm down, bro. This is all fucked off. It's gotta come to an end. Going back to it, I gotta go, but watch him. Watch when he drops his album or anything. Pay attention. Watch closely. As you can see, I got that bitch on block. I want to see his shit, bro. I don't want him touching me. I don't want him thinking about me. I don't want you, bitch. Be humble. In that sense, is watch. He does this. It's, passive aggressive behaviors. They all do it. You know what I mean? When they don't get what they want, they blame someone. And that's what they do. You know what I mean? Like, Nicki Minaj didn't blame nobody when she wasn't selling her tickets to her last concert and she had to cancel that tour because her ticket's low. She didn't blame the industry. Maybe quietly. She didn't get online and call Live Nation because your fucking show was canceled. She doesn't do the type of shit you do. This over-entitled shit that you did like last year. That was crazy. You said I may have low-key sent a fucking DM to fucking this, that, and the other, begging for someone to help you because things aren't going your way. I used to love you, man. I used to look up to you. You were something I wanted to be like, or at least I wanted to do my music like you. I believed in your whole idea of how to create music and that this blueprint would work. I don't know why I believed it. I didn't look at you because you failed. Right after me believing that, you cancel your tour and go into a fucking state of nothingness for 2 years, and then you come out with a trauma album. Why did I think that? I don't know. I didn't know you before I went to that first concert, Russ. And that's what it was. That's where I got fucked up. You know how I got fucked up? I'm going to tell you how I got fucked up. Because he was opening for YG. And so I'm at a concert. And at a concert, they perform their best hits. So I didn't listen to all his garbage. I knew nothing about it. I stood in front of this guy as a complete fool, that I am. And I have him singing these great songs that he created. One out of every... out of 445 tracks, however many they are that are good. So I thought he was a good rapper. I was like, oh, that's catchy. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cool. And I only listened to those songs after the fact. I didn't listen to any of your new motherfucking music, right? I didn't like any of your new music. I still don't like it. I like the old Russ. Sound familiar, Marshall? But as I changed my perception I didn't see things like you, so I didn't agree with you or your music. And that's it. You have to understand that people don't see it like you. You can't make them see it like you, and you spend too much time explaining yourself, overextending yourself. And on a side note, and what I was trying to say, and that was Oscar the other day. No, that didn't come out the way it was. No, it came exactly how it was supposed to. You just couldn't hold it back. You didn't get to put that in pretty words. I saw the truth right there. You let that fucking mask fall. You might want to pull that back there. Your hairline's showing right now. I can see that. Your flesh is showing. Ooh, I got 8 more minutes, and I still gotta run up 10 flights of stairs. Hey, how much do you think I'm losing doing this, dude? The fucking elevator's been out for like, alright, we're on like day 9. I'm running up, there's 10 flights of stairs, right? How many stairs on each one? I think like 7. I'm running 10 flights of stairs at minimum 6 times a day. What do you think? Hey, Lewis, what is that? Can I keep up with you? What are we doing here? And I'm doing it smoking, bro. There's small kids doing it too, and pregnant women and elderly. It's not fucking cool as fuck, but I'm just curious. What do you think about this whole God's workout plan here? Fuck the Kanye workout plan. I'm doing God's workout plan, and not because I want a man. All right, we had to turn it around, because we always have to take some dark shit and make light of it. All right, he's over there whining and crying and bitching and moaning like he always does. Here's the lighter side of the lighter side of this shit. 50 Shades of Gray with this guy. Don't be that guy. You can't be a voter and then complain about the voting system. You can't make a change from the inside. That would call you a mole, a traitor, mutiny, something like that. That's just not how it works. You can't play the game and break the game. That's not how it works. What you do is you watch people play the game, and that's what I do in a job. You know what I mean? That's how I do the ladder climbing that I do. I see the job done. Show me how this is done. All right, those are 3 training days. Show me how this is done. Show me how you do it. Show me how other people do it. Show me this thing that you guys do around here. And meanwhile, the whole time, I'm like, I could do this better. Let me see how I could fix this. How I could make this mine. How I could be different, authentic. I don't like what you're doing there. I think that's stupid. I think you guys shouldn't be filing it like that. I don't think you guys should be storing stuff like this. This is a waste of product. This is a waste of material. This is a waste of labor. This is a waste of fucking time. We need to utilize our time better. I'm all of that, bro. I'm all of that and more. So in the essence, it's like, I look at this situation and it's like, there's many of you that are that work at a job and sit with all of your employees. I'm seeing Danan. I thought you was going to say something. I was, right after you. You're not going to be the person that changes it. Pushing the boulder and then complaining about it at the end of the day isn't the person that changes it. The person that changes it is the person that stops pushing the boulder. That's that person that goes postal. It's like, I've had enough. I'm not going to play this game anymore. You want to play games? I got a game. I was saying that the dude from Saw. You want to play a game? Creepy, yes. That was a good one. In the essence, is like, Marshall, I said this yesterday. He can't be the Lord of music if he's just a rapper. He's nothing more than an artist. I hate to say it, I don't know why you guys think any of you are better. You all do the same job. I'm an artist. My statue is not determined. This is what you're getting it all fucked up, bitches. My statue as an artist, my creativity, my ability, my beauty, how good I am as an artist is not established by ticket sales, streams, a plaque, or how many likes or views I get. How do I know this? This goes back to all great art. During their time, they were not recognized as artists at all. Not by their peers. It was the next and the further, and the, you know what I mean? They became historians later because they weren't of that time, the art that they created. So it wasn't accepted. You know what I mean? Going back to all of the art galleries, go look. They weren't rich artists. They were poor. It was only after they died and years and centuries later that we discovered their art hidden somewhere, and we realized how unbelievable unique these people were. How could they have done this in such a time? A time when people frowned upon them and said this wasn't art. Now, artists nowadays create for what the people want. That's not art. That's not unique. That's not authenticity. That's molded by the masses. You're creating a big ball of shit. Whatever you like and whatever you like. And that's what he said. I want to make it, if you're coming to, this is exactly what he said last year. If you're coming to my restaurant, I think you as the viewer should be able to tell me what you want to eat. If you're coming to my restaurant, you're coming to eat my food. Because you like the way I cook it. There's a million people out there that cook the same shit, but they don't cook it like me. I'm not here to cater to you. I'm here as a delicacy for somebody that has special taste buds. That's an artist. And the most perfect example, I saw it yesterday, I was like, what a creepo people. I was watching last night with dinner. I always put on a movie for dinner just to keep my mind focused on something else. I don't know why. It's 5 minutes of a movie, usually 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not a long eater. I put on, what's that movie? Damn it. Okay, well, it came from Split, right? And originally it was with Samuel L. Jackson, and it was with Bruce Willis, and it was called something else. And he was Mr. Glass. And the whole story starts out, he's talking to a man about a picture, a comic picture, and he's all, look at this and this and this. And he's like, great, my son will love it. He said, that's not a fucking toy. And I'm seeing the Wu-Tang album. That's not a fucking track. This isn't get out of my face. This is art. This isn't for everybody. This isn't to tickle everybody's ears. Not everybody's going to catch this message. They don't have the mind capacity to understand the words, and that is Royce. Royce the 5'9". I got to be honest. I didn't have the mind capacity to be on his level of music. I couldn't keep up with his mind. But you have to understand where that mind came from. That's a different thing. I was in a low vibration at that time. We got to each other and I passed you. In the sense of, that's just it. It's like it's not made for everyone. And you're not supposed to make it for everyone. And that goes back to fashion and designers. It's not supposed to be for everyone. It's supposed to be for an elect few that enjoy what you do. And that's what happened to Halston. You know what I mean? He sold out to fucking, I think it was like JCPenney's or Sears or something. What happened to Kanye? He sold out to Adidas. Where do you buy Adidas? Fucking everywhere! He sold his name to the people, bro, and now he's like, there's not Yeezys. Yeah, they are, bro. They made them. There was no Yeezys until they made them. You can't remake that shoe. You took your idea, you know what I mean, and tried to give it to everyone. And got mad when everybody didn't like it. Or when they, you know what I mean? They smashed it. In the essence, it'll end up in Walmart. Where everything always does for the masses. You know what I mean? Reebok's in the masses, or Reebok's at Walmart now. There's all kinds of shit at Walmart. I was like, holy shit. In the essence, Walmart's the new mall. It was a mini shopping center. Now it's the new mall. You know what I mean? You could put your brands at Walmart. And that's what it is. It's like, are you a brand? And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to brand yourself. And that's Snoop Dogg. He wants his name and face on everything. Okay, but there's nothing special about that. There's nothing authentic. You're another cereal brand. You're another this. You're another that. There's no true art in that. Understand that. And what did he say in parentheses? Celebrity created. Everything you do is you try to create a celebrity status for the celebrities. It's not for us. It's for you. I gotta go. As I said that, I heard Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. Bruno, this one's for you and me. Put your lighters up. Hey, I love you guys. Laters, haters.